Throughout history, humans have made groundbreaking inventions, but some have the potential to bring about our end. Today, we're diving into 12 dangerous inventions that could change the world, for better or worse. In this first part, we'll cover inventions from top 12 up to top 7, exploring how they work, the brilliant minds behind them, and how they could be misused. Buckle up, it's going to get intense. Our first topic takes us beyond Earth, into the final frontier, space. While traditionally a domain for exploration and discovery, there's a darker side. Envision orbiting satellites and space colonies armed with weapons. Visionaries like Elon Musk, companies like SpaceX and NASA, and countries like the US, China, and Russia lead ambitious space projects. But some involve hidden military potential, efforts that could change space into a battleground. Space exploration aims to expand humanity's reach, creating backups in case of earthly disaster and developing a space economy. Space tourism, asteroid mining, and Mars colonization are real goals, with billions invested. Mining asteroids or building Mars colonies could sustain future generations. These advancements also introduce serious risks. Just as nuclear weapons redefined power, space-based missile systems could trigger wars on a massive scale. If a powerful nation installs satellites capable of Earth-based strikes, it could use this dominance to exert unprecedented control. An arms race in space could emerge as militaries compete for the most advanced orbital weapons. In 2020, we saw hints of these possibilities when Russia tested an anti-satellite missile, hinting at a future where satellites can be destroyed, even used for attacks.
So far generated over 1,500 pieces of trackable orbitable debris and hundreds of thousands of pieces of smaller orbital debris that now threaten the interests of all nations.
Weaponized satellites would add to space debris, jeopardizing essential infrastructure. This isn't just science fiction. It's a reality getting closer each day. Imagine living in a world where threats come from above, completely unseen and unstoppable. Trust between nations could crumble, leading to a constant state of international tension. Now, we enter the digital realm with quantum computing, a breakthrough that could either transform or destabilize society. Imagine a computer so powerful it could solve complex problems in seconds that would take traditional computers millennia. Companies like Google, IBM, and China's National Supercomputing Center are racing to build machines that harness quantum physics for unprecedented data processing speeds. Key figures like John Martinis at Google and Dario Gil at IBM lead quantum computing research, with nations competing for a technological edge. Quantum computers hold vast potential. They could revolutionize drug discovery, optimize logistics, reduce waste, and model environmental changes to fight climate issues. But here's the risk. Quantum computing could render existing encryption obsolete, exposing government secrets, banking data, and personal information. Once a quantum computer breaks encryption, no data is truly secure.
The tantalizing promise of quantum computers is that they can do certain tasks exponentially faster than classical machines.
In 2019, Google announced quantum supremacy, with a computer surpassing traditional capabilities.
The word quantum computer is a little bit misleading because it sounds like a computer. And when people think of computer, they think of a phone or a laptop. The truth is the phone and the laptop and even a very powerful supercomputer all operate according to the same fundamental rules.
If governments or bad actors harness quantum computing for harmful purposes, entire digital infrastructures, from financial systems to military databases, could collapse, causing economic turmoil and political instability.
Now, a new report claims that Chinese scientists are mounting what they say is the world's first effective attack on a widely used encryption method using a quantum computer.
Imagine a society where the concept of privacy ceases to exist. People could lose confidence in online transactions, and companies may no longer be able to protect critical information. The societal impact is enormous, and it all hinges on how quantum computing is used or misused. At number 10 is advanced surveillance technology. Once sci-fi, it's now reality as governments and private companies deploy facial recognition and predictive algorithms to monitor the public. Companies like Clearview AI and national agencies in China have developed systems capable of tracking individuals' every move. Clearview AI, with its facial recognition software, and countries like China, with their extensive surveillance networks, are at the forefront. In some places, individuals can be tracked based on social behavior, creating what's known as a social credit system.
It's called the social credit system, and in one version now being tested, a person's reputation is scored on a scale of 350 to 950. And Hao-Yu, with a good score of 752, is okay with it. In fact, most people are.
These technologies aim to boost public safety, crime prevention, and resource management, helping authorities catch criminals and maintain order in high-risk areas.
When Clearview came along, that allowed us to search and to identify who they are, where they are.
We were able to take one of the photographs from the online advertisement, upload it into Clearview, and within seconds, Clearview was able to identify that individual.
I can attest for hundreds of kids that were identified using facial recognition technology.
But misuse can turn surveillance oppressive. Imagine being monitored everywhere, with actions judged and penalized. In extreme cases, such tech could suppress dissent, restrict free speech, or entrench authoritarian control.
Submit to using facial recognition program Clearview AI, which can match even the grainiest portraits to other photos of you online. But Miami police regulations prohibit using it on people exercising constitutional rights.
China's social credit system tracks citizens and penalizes bad scores by limiting job access or travel. Imagine such a system globally, where privacy becomes a privilege rather than a right. In a heavily surveilled society, personal freedoms erode, fostering self-censorship and limiting creativity, free expression, and human rights. At number 9 is nanotechnology. Imagine controlling machines with your mind or curing paralysis with brain implants. Companies like Elon Musk's Neuralink are pioneering brain-machine interfaces that connect humans and machines in unprecedented ways. Elon Musk's Neuralink is perhaps the most well-known name here, but there are also research labs in DARPA and institutions worldwide experimenting with brain implants.
2 microelectrode arrays placed in his sensory cortex. This is a region of the brain responsible for identifying tactile sensations such as pressure.
Neurotechnology could enable paraplegics to walk, allow people to communicate telepathically, and even upload memories. It's the ultimate interface between human and machine, aiming to treat neurological disorders and enhance human abilities.
Those electrodes were then connected by wires to a robotic hand and arm fitted with tactile sensors in its fingers.
Index. Ring.
What you're seeing as the trials take place is that as the researcher applies light pressure to the robotic fingers, those physical sensations are converted into electrical signals that are fed directly back into Nathan's brain.
However, what if this technology falls into the wrong hands? Imagine someone hacking into your brain, controlling your thoughts, or even erasing your memories. With such control, people could lose their free will. Cases of experimentation with animals at Neuralink show what's possible, but also what's terrifying. If this technology advances, the possibility of memory manipulation, cognitive control, or even using humans as remote-controlled drones becomes real. In a society where minds can be controlled or enhanced, What does it mean to be truly human? Neurotechnology could lead to divisions in society between those with implants and those without, creating new forms of inequality and ethical dilemmas. Next up, nanotechnology operates on a scale we can barely comprehend, manipulating matter at the atomic level. This technology could transform medicine, allowing us to deliver drugs directly to cells or even repair tissues at the molecular level. However, as with other tech on this list, there's a dark side. Scientists from MIT and the National Nanotechnology Initiative are pioneering nanotech research with applications in medicine, materials, and beyond. Medical nanobots could target and destroy cancer cells, and nanotech could create super-strong materials for construction and engineering. The promise of nanotechnology is nothing short of revolutionary.
Robot, because this little creation has an ability to detect cancer cells, specifically targeting them and dropping the cure in order to effectively destroy them.
But what if these tiny machines went rogue? A worst-case scenario, sometimes called the gray goo phenomenon, envisions nanobots self-replicating uncontrollably, consuming everything in their path to create more nanobots. It's a nightmare scenario where the world could literally be eaten away by microscopic machines. While this sounds like science fiction, experts warn about the risks of self-replicating nanobots. Even a simple error in programming or a cyber attack could trigger catastrophe.
And this is beyond worry, because the field of nanotechnology is expected to triple by the year 2021. This could lead to up to 12 million tons of silver nanoparticles being dumped into the environment every single year. Silver nanoparticles in particular have been shown to be extremely toxic to living cells. And secondly, when consumers rinse these products down the sink, they then go into wastewater treatment plants where they aren't filtered out. They then go into nearby streams and aquatic environments where they kill the organisms living there and eventually circle back to our very own drinking water supply.
Nanotechnology could reshape our world on a microscopic level, but it comes with immense risk. A failure in this technology could result in environmental devastation, affecting everything from ecosystems to human health. Number 7 on our list, bioweapons created with synthetic biology use some of humanity's deadliest pathogens, modified for extreme lethality. Synthetic biology allows scientists to create and modify organisms, a groundbreaking tool for medicine, or, if misused, a catastrophic weapon. High-level biocontainment labs like the CDC and Russia's Vector Institute lead research on dangerous pathogens. However, there's a risk of weaponization by rogue states or terror groups. The main goal of synthetic biology and biomedicine is to develop treatments for genetic diseases, engineer bacteria to clean up oil spills, or even create synthetic meat to feed populations sustainably. But this technology can also create highly contagious, lethal pathogens. A bioweapon, whether unleashed intentionally or accidentally, could lead to an unstoppable pandemic. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union developed weaponized anthrax and smallpox. Today, gene editing advances make it easier to engineer deadly pathogens, posing risks to entire populations.
Scientists design a guide RNA to match the gene they want to edit and attach it to Cas9. Like the viral RNA in the CRISPR immune system, the guide RNA directs Cas9 to the target gene, and the protein's molecular scissors snip the DNA. This is the key to CRISPR's power. Just by injecting Cas9 bound to a short piece of custom guide RNA, scientists can edit practically any gene in the genome.
The mere existence of such weapons fuels global fear. A bioweapons attack could devastate economies, overwhelm healthcare, and impose lasting pandemic protocols on society. That's it for part 1 of our look at 12 dangerous inventions. If you thought these inventions were chilling, wait until you see the top 6. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and proceed for part 2, where we dive deeper into technologies that could change everything, and not always for the better. See you on the second part of this video.